Now, what's going on?
Let me get that.
We brought Hollywood to the hood.
Well,
That's why I'm fucking with Jazz.
We record a lot. We on some Philly shit. You know what I'm saying? There you go.
I'm prolific.
When acting, because I do my thing too. But you gotta go. We gotta rap. But it's bad because being a Philly talent, you gotta go out of town to get the work. Right. So it's kind of like, damn, like who really wants to travel to New York, to LA, to Atlanta all the time? When there's a lot of talent here. Go ahead, Charles. I feel like you want to say something.
No, we had this discussion. I told him the same thing, man. I said that's my biggest thing. If I ever get, it's coming right after this. You know what I'm saying? Once I get big enough where I'm in a position where I can help, I'm gonna bring this stuff back.
You curse, yeah.
I'm gonna bring this shit back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got a lot of Philly heavy hitters that get out and they move, and to me as an actor, like I said, as a full-time actor that do different movies, that's been in various movies from indies where the shit is low budget. You know what I'm saying? And I've been in big production, $1 million productions, and it's like, yo, when y'all gonna bring us home? Like, I'm not even gonna put the movie out, but the movie got put out here, and you got LA dudes to come play Philly dudes. You feel what I'm saying?
Weird, right?
And it's a couple movies that done that. So you get to the point where nah, I ain't gonna say names. Listen, I ain't gonna mess up my. Listen, I might be that direct. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But you got the actors portraying, and they trying to say John. But it sounds so unnatural because they're not from here.
Man, let's say it's brotherly love, man.
No, that's one. That's one, but in particular, I wasn't talking about.
He killed me with John and brotherly love. He killed
Creed, John, and Creed.
It's terrible too. What?
You know how many times she said it?
Creed 1 and 2, right?
I was in Creed 1 and 2, and brotherly love.
John, they put the T on there sometimes.
Yeah.
John.
But it's like, yo, we
do that a lot.
My issue is we have that talent here. The talent that you can get there, you can get here and most of us, and I'm speaking of myself, we hungry enough, we that hungry where you paying them $250K, give me 30. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do it, and my acting is still up to par to their standards. Yeah. That's where my issue is. Like, yo, bring that back home. Give us opportunity. Nobody here is checking for us. Like you said, we got to move out of town.
We got talent.
We got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Talent, musicians, we got everything.
Movies.
That's what I'm
very
saying.
Believable.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very believable.
Right.
So.
From his standpoint, you sound real passionate. Some strong words.
Listen, I've been hit around the bush. Like I said, I've been casted for big time movies that would have set me off right then and got recasted a week later because the person they recast me for got 350K followers. I got 4K. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's the type of stuff that goes on in the industry. You just got to prepare yourself. Like I said, you got to be strong enough to accept them no's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? You right. Let me come back stronger. That actual event happened and made me start writing. I write myself now. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? I just finished my first movie. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you that, like I said, everything ain't for you. It's all in God's hand. Like you're saying, what's for you, He gonna bless you.
Yeah, for sure. This for Taz. Rumblings that this is bigger than The Wire, bigger than Power.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm standing
straight like that. Straight like that.
I'm standing on it.
Yeah,
I'm standing on it.
I'm
standing on it.
22.
Y'all heard it. I'm standing on the live. I'm standing. What camera I'm speaking to?
Yo, all of them.
Yeah. The Wire was great. It's a classic.
For sure.
Power, for shout out to Philly, Shonda Rhimes and all that big thing. It's a new day. I mean, Philly has never had a TV show. This when I saw the niche in the market, I ran with it. We never had a television show. Period.
Yeah, I'm trying to think right.
Never. We can go in the graveyard. You can't dig nothing up. And my thing was to get in front of it and just create an outlet for us to give us that show. Because there's so much going on a political standpoint, corporate world, underworld, and it's never been aired, it's never been shown. Like, it's time for our culture to be to the broadest horizon, and that was my task. I said, I'm gonna put the whole city on my back. Okay. On a TV tip and a film tip. Yeah. I'm gonna do it the right way. I can't speak for nobody else what they got going on, but I know what I'm gonna do. And that's why I went and got guys like Sparks, guys like Chuck, you know, Miss Cat 215, Miss Cat 55, you know, amongst a plethora of actors in the city, Gilly, you know what I mean? I went and got, you know, the greats in the city because at the end of the day, we're talented and, you know, we got something that's never been seen before. That's what the probe is about.
Okay.
And that's the thing. With the comparison, you got to think The Wire. That's Baltimore's own. You feel me? That's theirs. They got theirs.
Yeah.
It's time for us to get our own. You feel me?
Right.
So when it comes down to the comparison, you can't compare. Baltimore and Philly is a two totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? So we let us tell our story, and we're gonna rock.
I think of The Wire, first time I heard like you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The probe, I went here, John,
Right.
Hung out there, Dick.
You the fuck, you in the way.
You know how they tell dickhead. Grind you right the fuck, they grind you.
You gonna get grounded.
You got 10-year-olds calling you dickhead off the rip out there. I'm here all day.
It's so much our culture. Like you see that.
You gotta write it in. You gotta write it in.
The 4-1.
I'm texting that shit.
They want to be at Devils. They want to be at Vandy. You know.
Okay.
You know, just our culture. Period. You feel what I'm saying? From the way we throw that shit on.
Yeah.
With that, they call it the drip now. Like you know what I'm saying? With that drip, well, you know.
Yeah.
With that drip on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is something different, man. Like I said, the probe is basically, for those of you that don't know, the probe is it's a crime drama, and it deals with interrelated investigations dealing with law enforcement, the judicial system, politics, urban drug dealing in Philly. Can you hear me? Okay. And that's what it's about. So basically, you're going to get the corporate world meeting the underworld of Philadelphia.
Got you.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all kind of intertwined. You got this story here, that story there, but it all comes
You got the
together.
take boys, you got everybody running the underworld, then you got the shiesty, the mayors, you got the politicians, you got the law enforcement, everything that's really what's really going on in the city. That's what you're gonna get. What you see, the prison reform, and with me, I'm talking about. That's what you're gonna get.
It's on John Street, right? Say, I'm not sure you can fucking with you. I've been drinking Jose, man.
Sparks, quick question. What do you prefer, music or movies?
You know what? Music is where my whole start came from.
Right.
Because what happened with the music is it opened up other doors. You know what I'm saying? Actually, with the music, I had to actually kick some of the doors in, and then some of the other things we did, it just peaked. It peaked into a whole other world. So it was an opportunity to do movies, and fortunate enough, we had a film division for us to do it. So I just think music is cool, but longevity is in film because you can be 80 years old and still be on the screen. So I look for a film for longevity, and music is just one of those things that, you know, if they call us, they gonna call us, and they just era. That's era. So people still from our era still come out and they're pumped. We just seen that. We just saw that. So it's like, but definitely longevity with the movies because I know.
Music something you always gonna do? Like, it's always gonna be in you.
Well, remember it was an age thing. Remember you had to be a certain age, so it was a cycle. It was this cycle you had. It's like it was either a 6 or 10 year run, and it was supposed to have been over. But you know, guys are breaking barriers. But I'm just talking about me from what I'm doing, my standpoint. I'm looking at the bigger picture, or you remember scope of things because movies is longevity.
Yeah, the classic verse.
Yeah, they
on
want to
Southside, somebody's story.
That's your classic.
No, I still can write now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted about music, even if I sell behind the scenes. I got you. You know what I mean?
Classic freestyle. It's somewhere on South Street.
What's that? Hold on, what
I
happened?
forget where it was. I forget where it was on South Street. It's on DVD.
Let's hold
That joint was crazy. That joint was crazy. That was the fan that came out of the wild.
In the next segment, and we're going to start where we left off.
Okay.
All right, back. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Yo, what's good, man? We back, man. We recorded live. We on some Philly shit, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. It's all fam. So, you know what I mean? We got Tez Wright in the building. We got Emilio Sparks in the building.
For sure.
We got Charles Hackett in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got the team in the building.
Y'all call me Chuck.
Chuck.
No, you
Excuse
KB.
me,
Nah, it's
brother.
KB right now.
So you ain't Taz and he ain't Amelia yet. What you talking about?
Alright, you got
So we're gonna jump into the pro. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
We already touched on it a little bit, but we about to dive into it a little deeper with some of the actors and actresses that's helping out with the situation. You know what I'm saying?
So no, we were saying, okay, so in the first segment, Emilio said something very pertinent into, the business aspect of it. He said from his music career, he had to
Big word.
make his, it is, he had to make his own opportunities, making his own door. So Tez, speak to us about how hard it was to get this project greenlighted and some of the obstacles you had to run into as a writer and also as a businessman for this project.
Wow. It was very hard, but what I started with the script. I knew that the script was going to be great. Like, I rewritten the script like at least 6-7 times, before I knew that it was time to be able to step to the networks. The first thing you gotta have, it's just like a car. You can't start the car without a battery. You can't film a movie or TV show without a script. It won't happen. You have the director all you want. They need something to shoot. So that was very, very instrumental in everything. So I took a long time to get it to that industry standard. A lot of people read it. It's a lot of celebrities. I don't want to put no names out there because I ain't all that. No, but they got it. And they read it, and some of them scratching their head like, damn, I fucked, I slipped on a move or whatever. It was very hard because, coming from Philly, it's hard. I love my city, but one thing about my city is that they won't embrace you till you make it. And I'm gonna keep it 100. They won't embrace you until you make it. Then it's like, oh yeah.
It's a fact.
I don't know why they got that mind frame, but why we got that mind frame, but that's just what it is. So what I did was, I went and got a lot of actors outside of the city first to let them know I'm not playing. Because it's like, okay, you went and got people that's here already, they not, all right, well I'm saying they not really embracing you like that. So when they see these big stars that we got, like Clifton Powell, Jasmine Burt, J.D. Williams, Trey Chaney, Neil Carr,
Charles Harris.
Crazy. Okay, Charles Harris, Dennis White, amongst we got a lot. Rhonda Moore, we got a lot of heavy hitters.
Shout out to Gary Sturgis and
Gary Sturgis.
I had a chance to run into while we was here, while he was in town too. Gary Sturgis, Clifton Powell, my boy Trey Chaney. I know he's doing different things, but I'm talking about the other guys that I didn't get a chance to run into because I run into Trace most of the time.
Yes.
But shout out to those guys too, because they coming in town and they guys have got credible work themselves. So shout out to the rest of the guys.
Right.
Yes, for sure. I mean, we got so many talented actors, that's working actors, Shout out to Kevin, shout out to Nakia Dillard, Nakia, he's working hard. I didn't get to Emilio yet. Shout out to Emilio. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend.
Shout out to
What I'm gonna say,
Shout out to Gilly,
shout out
Miss
to
Cat,
shout out to the crew. The crew. Listen, without them, we ain't possible. Real rap.
For sure.
Listen, the help, everything they did throughout the set. What?
Yo, no, Derek Hammond. Shout out to the director.
I was getting it. I
apologize.
No, I was getting it. I had it. You too soon.
I'm sorry.
I had that.
Shout out to Derek Hammond.
There you go. You
James Hunter.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Love.
Leah Bosick.
Yep.
The casting director.
Yep.
She's dope. She casted Empire.
Yep.
Stars.
Yep. Oh,
She's The Butler. Precious. She did everything. She's an animal. Shout out to Leah Bosick.
See?
I got so many people. Who else?
Love
Logan.
Yep.
Another Love
So
Logan.
it's a lot of
And all the
Kevin,
PAs, Tyrone Blanchard game, Naj Daniels,
Tommy Brown.
there
Shout
you
out to
go.
Tommy Brown.
Yeah.
Sorry, Greg.
That's why we don't. That's why you don't name names. You say whole cast and crew, bro. It's too much. It's too many.
Shout out to the whole cast and
The
crew.
whole cast and crew.
So Emilio, you were saying that during the break, you were saying that, you know, it's hard for people to take actors who aren't known serious. And you expressed some of the things you had to go through for people just to respect your chops. You know, that's what we say acting.
I'm gonna speak on that too.
So speak on that, Emilio. Speak on that. How was that like? You know.
Well, it was guys before me. But I'm just talking about when we got there, it was like we started to find out that you couldn't, if you was an artist, nobody took your acting serious because what's that shit? They had movies under their belt already. So we had to do things like get acting coaches and stuff like that. So it wasn't just taken as just I guess the street guy came from the street and started rapping. So you know what I'm saying? Didn't think he was gonna come into another world and just and be acting. It was like unheard of. So I had to just take it serious. You know, State Prop 1, I did my thing, and I you know what I'm saying, that was my first joint. And by the time 2 came around, I was an actor. I was a full-fledged actor because I was doing acting classes with Tracy Moore Maribel out of New York, Brooklyn, and she had credible artists. And she had shout out to Tracy Moore, and she had credible artists and stuff like that at that time. And it was, you know, it was going in real movies, and I went and did my thing in the movies, and they took me serious, and they voila.
FYI, this shit ain't sweet.
No.
Acting ain't sweet.
It is not sweet.
And
Charles, piggyback off of that, please.
And definitely to piggyback off of what Sparks is saying. Look, it ain't sweet. It ain't sweet at all, and I'm gonna tell you that. Like I said, for one, I'm gonna tell you this.
It's a different bag. It's a different
Sparks.
It's different.
Like you can't compare the two. With me and him, like I said, he's come from being popping with the music. You feel what I'm saying? So he's already getting a plus over me off the rip. You feel what I'm saying? So if any director, any independent director hit like, yo, I need this in my film, I can have all the chops in the world. But when they say, oh, damn, Sparks said he want to be a part of this, they're going to go right to him because of the background. So as a up-and-coming artist, as far as actor, that doesn't have that credibility, you know what I'm saying? It's so much harder because now I got to chop his head off just to get seen. You feel what I'm saying? I got to show you, oh, damn, I can be better than him. Or I can do this better than him. You feel what I'm saying? And even if acting ain't his lane, they still want it because of what comes with him, his name. You get what I'm saying? So now I got
him at 30.
Right. So
when the movies make 20 million, it's like, come on, guys.
Who's this guy? What is he doing?
You said Charles who? As an up-and-coming actor, you see all that. And like I said, I've been on plenty of sets, big-time sets, all that. Like I said, I've got scenes with Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson.
Run the resume.
Oh, you want to say something? Here we go. Hold on. What up in there? Let me say, check. You
don't even know.
I do know. You crazy. Stop the Yard 2. Okay. Creed 1, Creed 2, Glass, Subway Son, starring Clifton Powell and all that. You know what I'm saying? TV 1's for my man. I'm the star on The Breakup. The Pro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. You heard The Pro. You heard it.
Don't shoot you.
Listen, I'm humble. I'm very humble.
Be humble, but make money just having that.
Until my shit on 30K in my bank, that's when we gonna talk. But I ain't
30 million too.
Yeah, that's coming. That's after the 30K. Yeah.
Talk about it.
But like I said, it's definitely not something anybody can just say, hey, I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna be an actor, because all they see is the end result. They're not seeing that pre-production. They're not seeing that casting. They're not seeing between different takes. Mind you, listen, I went on set of Creed. I was Creed's bodyguard on the set of Creed. You know, we had to do 50 takes of him spitting in a bucket. That's not even dialogue, you feel me? Yeah. So you gotta be prepared to be on sets 12, 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then especially if you're an extra, you just gotta sit there. You still getting paid, you only getting paid a little change, but you ain't doing nothing, but it's still hard work. So imagine an actor that got dialogue, that gotta, okay, damn, I gotta run through this all over again. Yeah. And sometimes you just gotta be in the scene because you're there. So if he gotta spit in the bucket right here and I'm next to him because I'm in frame and I'm on camera, I gotta be there all 18, 20 hours. You feel what I'm saying? So it's hard. So I tell people like, look, make sure this is what you want. Go ahead, go start applying to being an extra in these movies, so you can really get the feel of what it's like. You feel what I'm saying? Because it might not be for you. I've seen people leave after 3 hours like, yo, They not even doing nothing. Like, what is this? I didn't sign up for this. All right, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So just you got it gotta be in you. Like it gotta be a craft. Like first and foremost, it has to be something you want to do. You can't get in saying I want to do this for the money. I want to do it for the fame. It gotta be something it gotta be what you like. Like I love this.
That being said, Tess, do you have a hand in picking actors, or is it just like the casting director do it and you let them do their thing?
Yeah, I do.
All right, yeah,
I'm wearing 1,000 hats.
I'm feeling Tez have you on the live right now, man.
I got you on the live days. I got all the live. You know what I'm saying? We just spontaneous. But yeah, for sure.
So you pick nah, he, nah, him.
I wanted
nah,
Speezy.
her, nah.
No, I wanted Speezy. I wanted
Rip.
Speezy. Yeah, I wanted Chubb. I wanted Miss Cat 215, Miss Cat 55.
Okay.
There's two Miss Cats.
There's two Miss Cats. You got Miss Cat 55.
Look it up.
Then you got Miss Cat 215. Shout out to Anthony Grasso. He's an animal. Shout out to Richard Riker. He's an animal.
Yes, sir.
Joe Halsey. You got Rachel. You got Abra. Yo, we got so many, and
Neil Carr.
you know, yeah, Neil Carr. That's Stacks. He's the actual lead. You know, Neil Carr. And Dennis White. You know, they play Stacks and Bull. Like it's just so many. It's so many actors we got that's very very talented, and we will be bringing on more actors, and you know, all around the world, and especially in Philadelphia. You know, so it's my hands is definitely in it real heavy. You know, Leah did a lot of casting.
A lot different from writing a book.
So
It's a lot.
Too many hyphens and colons.
It's different. It's like one and the same, but the difference is I think the probe is more universal. The probe is more universal because when you look at, you turn on CNN, what you see? You'll see, Donald Trump, the probe. You'll see, this, that, and the third, the probe. It's like that word resonates with everybody, and that's what it means in an investigation.
no, he's speaking on as far as writing a book and writing a.
I'm breaking it down. Where you at?
Sound like you was going
Where
this
you
way.
at? No, where you at? I'm telling you, it's more universal.
Let me shut up.
It's more universal.
I'm dead.
Am I on point?
Hey, man.
When does the probe pilot drop? Like when can the world see it?
Wow. Listen.
Snuck up on him with that question.
Yeah, now listen, right? The probe. Get ready for the probe. Right now we got a lot of networks interested.
Okay.
Heavy networks, heavy people that's in the industry. Very, very interested. Business.
Okay.
The contract gotta be right. The paper gotta be right. You
For
know,
sure.
we just
For
saying.
sure. You put a lot into it.
Yeah, you know, you gotta understand something. We came out with Wraiths. We got Maybachs.
Right.
You know, we got Jets.
She ain't all that.
This
Yeah.
ain't no game. You know, so
Man, I should be there right now. Why am I not there? What happened?
you know, we
Interview
came out
wasn't
with
good the first time. That's
you
what I
know,
said.
Hey, great
550s. You seen Speezy
Greatest
in
six
it.
times.
He was in the Big Boy 6, Big Boy 550. Like we ain't,
Yeah.
Brendan's galore. So it's like the production value was on the beam, so they know they can't even talk no nonsense
Couple
to
of
us.
bullshit numbers to you.
They gotta come, correct.
Yeah,
And it was never a show that was shot to this magnitude.
Okay.
Any show that the greatest show that was ever out. You ever see him come out, bust out from the rip in the PJ
No, I'm not gonna lie.
with a rave? With
We had that interview, right?
With a
I
man.
forget when that interview was.
The
The
program.
first interview. We had. Now, everybody talks. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Not gonna lie. It's kind of like everybody says that. I don't know what he really gonna do it. The book was all that though.
Right.
Yeah, that. No lie. I guess it was months later, 2-3 months later. Seeing you in LA. I guess it was BET Awards or something.
Oh, it was actually it was a pitch meeting for the pro with BET.
Okay.
So they actually took the meeting. They was going off the script. I haven't even shot nothing yet,
Yeah.
and they was like,
I didn't see any clips or nothing like that. But I was like, okay, he out here in LA doing his thing.
right.
2 days later, it's like, okay, he's still out here doing his thing. A week later, it's like, okay, he's still doing his thing. Since then, you just took off.
Yeah, right.
And normally you don't see people, a lot of people talk it, but you talked it, you walked it, and here it is.
And that's the difference, man. You know, one thing, this is about like, if your city gonna get behind, they gonna get behind you one way or another. And it was like, y'all don't got no choice but to get behind me.
Right.
Because everything I said I was gonna do, I did it.
Yeah.
And you knew this. And
For
when,
sure.
when y'all took the first interview,
For sure.
I said I was going to do these things, and I did. As long as I'm breathing and God willing, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to do it if His will is away. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just to keep empowering people, keep empowering, guys like yourselves, these actors, and employing people, keeping people employed. That's what I love. That's what I loved about Nipsey.
Okay.
That's what I loved about him. You know what I mean? He was empowering his people. He was giving back to the community. Unfortunate, but I'm gonna keep pushing. It is what it is, and I'm gonna get back to the community. I'm gonna get back to the people. So if you don't like it, I don't know what to say.
Right.
This is me. This is my path.
The Probe, man.
Funniest thing that happened on set.
Wow.
Do we got anything?
Wow.
Yeah, got something there.
I think I broke a nail. I was like, no, I'm kidding. You know what, man? I'm looking for more times on the set. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get too many behind the scenes and no bloopers yet. I was on my set. We did our joint, and I'm just looking forward to get back on set and kicking it and busting it up, so we can just go and enjoy ourselves and do what we like to do. Do what we love.
It's easy. Well, I rock on here. Your partner. Rock, your partner.
Oh, what's up?
I call them by their character names.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he was on there. I can't forget him. You know what I'm saying? But
as far as bloopers or funny shit, that had to come from Tez, because like I said, we not on every scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it might have been something that happened. I don't think we got anything on my scene. I don't know if y'all.
No, he was there actually.
No, but it
Yo, bro.
He wasn't in the scene with
Yeah,
us.
no.
Yeah, it wasn't no funny shit.
right. Hey, listen, we got no car here.
But you gotta ask that in about.
What's going on? We got Neil here.
No, what up, baby?
This is our lead.
What's up with you?
What up, homie? What up?
How's everything?
What's good?
Salute, fellas. How y'all doing?
All right,
You good, man? What's your how you feeling about the Probe?
Oh man, I'm blessed, man. It's home team. It's the tri-state area, 215, 302. Jersey is the connection, man. It's a great thing to be a part of this dream team, man. I'm very thankful.
Neil, where you at right now, Neil? Because you watching the game and trying to do this damn interview.
Yeah, man. I'm at the crib right now. So I just, hurry up and got to the crib so I can jump on the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I like that, sir. I like that. Got the drink, as we all do.
That's it, man.
We got to get you up here next time, Neil.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Let me set this thing up so I ain't gotta hold it. All right, cool, we good.
So you're the lead. So you might be the next big thing.
Oh man, we
Out here,
Talk to him,
man.
You already big. Talk to us all.
Yeah,
You already big.
You might be the next ghost from Power. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Talk heavy. Somebody talking heavy. Let's do it.
50 Cent already put something together that was monumental, and now it's our time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I tell everybody, man, the greats. You figure like Kobe, Jordan. When LeBron came, man, he was able to kind of take a little bit from everybody's game, and that's like us, man. It's a lot of great projects that's been there for us, but we want to take a little piece of everything out there, man, and create something new. So I'm very excited, man, to be a part of the squad, man. I'm very pressure, man.
I think when the Probe starts again, that the cave show needs to be on set to see what's really going on.
Oh, now we got it. Look, I don't know why y'all don't got your own sprinter riding around.
Hey, that's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying.
I'm waiting on Tez. I don't know what's going on.
Who's in the building? I don't know who's up there right now. Let me see who's around, man. Roll.
Me, baby.
Alright, I see. Okay, Charles, what's up, baby?
Don't you call me Charles. I'll slap you, Neil.
You got speedy. Wait a minute.
What's up with you, man? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Huh?
I'm ready to see what episode 2 talking about.
You remember some more? I know, no, he was gonna say, yeah, look, I know that. We was gonna say, I know, look, I'm gonna, what's going on? What's going on?
So if y'all didn't know,
You on the air.
that's my old head in the show.
Okay.
We a team, we rock. This guy right
Yo, what's
here.
up, bro?
Already.
We got Noel in the cut.
Yeah, like that. That's why we put our team together. Yeah, you were one person. Yeah, you were one person. They like, okay, for real, we can't handle the squad though, right? You know what I mean? We're our team, man.
It's getting excited. I'm working. It's getting excited, man. Oh man, you already know. Like this, bro.
Your pro retired. Hey, listen. Hey, Neil, I'll bring you some. I'll be down there. I'll be down there in 2 weeks.
They got this bag.
I got you. I'm gonna bring it with me.
I got you. I got you, man. Like,
Let's ask Nell any last questions before we wrap. What you on the FaceTime about the pro? Is this the biggest thing ever? What we gonna do?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's the biggest thing that ever hit Philly. You know, I had a long stint in Philly, man. I've done 10 years of regional theater in the tri-state area. You know what I'm saying? I graduated from Delaware State University. So I've been acting since 2003, man. And I went from shooting all the little mixed DVD joints with DJ Washington, making all that kind of shit, man, to shooting my small independent stuff, to jumping on theater and just kind of taking my time through the whole process of things. And if you look at a lot of the big projects that came through Philly, man, and realistically, far as talent, screenplay, and just the push that's behind it, man. Pro is the biggest pieces out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Streets was huge. Shout out to those guys, man. But I just think that Pro is something that Philly has never seen before, man. And I'm very excited to be a part of it, man. When I found that I was on it, and then when I came back home and I seen that it was home team, it's a beautiful thing, man. And some of those things, like, when you know that you want a good project, the feeling is good, man. A lot of times you get paid to fly up and do stuff, and then when you get on set, it's just it's just a job. But this is like a real family circumstance, man. And the feeling is right, the project is right, the budget is right, the marketing is right, and I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta say, man, this is like one of the top joints that I've been a part of, and I've been a part of some big boy things. But shout out to the whole Pro cast and crew, man. We great do some monumental things, man.
What's up? We appreciate you.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys having me and waiting on me. I see that. Look, I know y'all been on for a while. I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, it's 8:20. Let me do it. Dennis is doing a lot of great things as well, man. We just
Shout out.
locked in on a joint in Tennessee called a feature called The Trap or something, man. But it's me, him, Brandon T. Jackson, Team Albright, Gravy, Jamal Bullard. So I mean, we got here rocking, man. We
coming, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
Do what they
So
think.
yeah, we ain't playing down here, man. We
Talk that shit.
Let's get it, man.
That shit, Neil.
Tell us, speak to me first.
Kings out here, you know what I
Let
mean?
kings be kings, man.
Yeah, man. Salute, man. Salute to the squad. Salute to Great Energy, man. Salute to all black production.
This the Cave Show, yeah.
Salute.
They always showing love, man.
And I just want R.I.P. Nipsey, man.
For
R.I.P.
sure.
To that king, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it, man. What we doing? Y'all hanging up on me now? We done?
Yeah, I think we done. We done with you. For right now.
Appreciate you, though.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, we done, baby. We talking on the flip side.
Smarts, Charles, man, the whole squad.
All right, now.
I appreciate you.
Y'all work on Bear Moat yet, man? Y'all sending me now?
The Bear
Listen, I told you I'll be down there in like 3 weeks. I'm gonna bring it. No, I'm bringing it with me.
Hey, we capping.
I'm bringing it with me.
Ah, he gonna bring it to
I'm bringing it
you.
with you. I got that Black Panther 2 out this
Yo,
shit.
salute, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I appreciate you calling in, man.
Tell them I'm
Tell
calling
everybody to
my
follow the Cave Show, man. Like, these brothers, man. Very, very supportive.
Oh yeah, I want some Bear Moat, baby. I got you. I'm a brand ambassador.
For sure. Like, yeah, as soon as you get the city,
got
you gonna set it up.
page. Check out the shit if you like it.
Say hi to Noel and Nina.
Good seeing you.
They PR staff.
There you go.
Alright.
Best that ever done it.
Let's get it, man. It's the Cave Show. I mean, still in the building. Taz Ryder, Emilio Sparks.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying? Chuck
The
Harris, the
greatest-
actor.
This is the
You know what I'm
greatest
saying?
Philly story ever told, and I'm standing on that.
Got to.
You said that from the first interview.
Yes, sir.
He's delivering.
And we gonna make sure of that.
Yeah, he's
We
delivering.
got the best of the best, you know, attached to this project. You know, the city know it, Hollywood know it, you know, getting calls from everywhere.
My only request is you keep it as Philly as much as you can.
For sure.
Yeah, authentic, man.
As much as you can. I know it's hard to do sometimes.
Not at all. Not when you running
They
your own
try,
shit.
yeah, talk fast.
Not when you running your own shit.
Talk
Listen,
right.
when you ain't
And that's
got-
how we did it.
You're
Like,
talking
you
king
know,
talk.
No, that's not right.
No,
When you
it's real shit, though.
when you ain't gotta depend on nobody and you run your own
You
shit,
do it how you want.
bring your own fucking money. You do it how you want. See, what happens is when that, and I'm gonna be real. When Hollywood want to take over, they want to water this shit down and bring who they want to bring in. But when you got the bread and you got all the necessities to do what you want to do, you do that shit and you call the shots. So we gonna keep that shit Philly, and that's what it
Can
is.
you talk right now?
That's what
I
it
want
is.
you to, I'm going to interview right now. You want to tap in on the live, on FaceTime?
Who that?
One of the cats.
Yeah.
One of the cats.
Oh, one of the cat.
Kitty cat.
I want you to you got a different.
No, you know what's so funny about that, man? You know what's funny about that?
Now, what's going on?
Let me get that.
We brought Hollywood to the hood. That's why I'm fucking with Chad.
Everybody a little drip off this.
There you go. Yep, my man.
Nah,
I'm
I
there.
ain't that bougie. That's my problem. I'm trying to refrain. No, I'm trying to certain things and everything for everybody.
Lucky I ain't at the car.
That's your way in everybody's life.
This is an independent project. You know
Welcome
what I'm
to my
saying?
world,
So,
people.
the Pro was an independent project. You know, we put the city on our back. You know, we did it how we wanted to do it. And they got to adhere to our rules. You know what I'm saying? And
Before you go all in, we haven't taken the inaugural shot that we normally do.
Together there.
This is the Nipsey,
it's the Nipsey.
Black Excellence, the Pro,
Yes, sir.
Cave Show.
Philly.
You know what I mean?
We got one. We got one. Y'all ready? Throw it back.
Let's go.
Hey, man, that's a good way to wrap it.
Now you get into it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Talk
like,
the talk.
like I was saying, like this is one of the greatest independent projects. Have you ever worked on an independent project like this?
Who, me?
To be honest.
Oh, I already told you, brother. You already know that.
No, forget that. We gonna
listen.
let them know.
I have not worked on an independent project thus far.
To this magnitude.
Yeah, you know, and I'm gonna be real. Like I said, I've been on different shows where it's get here. Okay, we're gonna order you some $5 Little Caesars pizza.
Everybody eats big.
I pulled up on here.
Everybody eats big. Tell 'em.
Listen, I had my
Speezy,
own.
tell
I had
'em.
my own spreader.
Carpet was rolled up.
We had, you know what I mean?
I didn't get the chicken.
I don't know why you did it.
The pizza was great. Pizza was great.
We had catered and just
I ate the crust.
no, to be real overall on a real tip, like this was the production was done like $1 million production. You feel what I'm saying? But it's an indie. It was to the standards. Like I said, you got the makeup, you got the sprinters, you got the transportation, you got everything. They treated us so good. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm saying because I knew him beforehand, but it was love. Comparing to different independent films where you might get love or anything like that, or they might treat like this is independent. We ain't got the money to do this shit, so just stay over there, sit in your car. No,
different than the other.
no. Everybody got treated
the
the
same privilege.
Listen, I'm telling you, every 5 minutes, these motherfuckers. This is a motherfucker that I knew. I knew for years. Mr. Harris, is there anything you need a water?
Yeah, you can't say motherfucker on there.
Did you? You confusing me.
The podcast, like, you know what?
That on.
The podcast, like, hey, you know what?
No, but real rap, like I said, and it's people that we know, like,
Motherfuckers, yeah.
it was, I'm not even saying it no more, you know, effed it up.
Fucked it up.
Effed it up. Effed it up. Now fucked it up, effed it up. I don't know. But nah, but yeah, this was definitely dope. You know what I mean? Like I said, shout out to Tez, shout out to Derek Hammond, that's my big own. Shout out to LA. Everybody that had anything to do with it, you definitely made us feel like this is what
LA love the balls, man.
Right.
Shout out, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I apologize.
No, we shot her out. You got her.
No, I didn't get LA.
You did get it because I said it.
Well, I'm shouting out. LA Little Boys.
I did.
Shut up.
Yeah, we did.
I don't remember.
You're drunk.
LA Little Boys. Like,
And all the PAs,
That was pretty cool.
everything.
she She's doing her thing, man.
It was pretty. I mean, you know, when I get there, he accommodated everybody, and I know that's a task in itself. You know what I'm saying? Because just accommodating people is just a task in itself. So I think they handled the things very well. And considering people getting positions in pit place like that today we live in, you know, it's like that was incredible. So I'm just looking forward to having some more fun and getting back to the set.
Hey, just you might just see me fucking him up. You never know. You never know.
Or you might just see him fucking you.
Exactly. You never know. Like I said,
This is my guy. This is spoiler alert. I'm gonna give y'all that. They rivals.
Hey, there you
I'm
go.
gonna put that out there.
Okay.
We are.
But they cool right now.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's my man,
But
Pop and Pants.
I'm gonna give y'all. That's all I'm gonna give y'all. That's all I can give y'all.
But when the movie
Okay.
comes, when the show comes, just know.
They rivals.
Like damn, I thought they was just in the interview. That was cool as shit.
Should I have let that character back?
You're good.
Nah, you good. That's it.
We definitely waiting on that though. We're definitely waiting on the pro, man. We sound like one of the dopest things to come out in the last.
Listen, especially for Philly, it will. Cause like I said, we don't have much. We don't have much, and this
we
definitely.
gotta hold it and bring it to the forefront.
Listen, this is going to be it, and I'm saying that now. Charles W. Harris III, A.K. Chocolate Chuck. I'm saying that this is going to be it, the pro, and we're going to be heavy. We already heavy. Fuck what I'm talking about. We heavy now, but just watch. That's it.
Sparks, any last words?
Well, yeah, it's been real, and I gotta go.
One more before I'm out. Listen, make sure y'all follow me. Make sure y'all follow me on the gram, actor_Charles Harris.
Follow.
And if y'all want to follow Chocolate Chuck 215, follow me.
Certified.
Yeah. What's the video spot?
Oh man, Tez the writer, TEZ_THE.
Damn, the name, right?
Right.
You know,
Two L's.
I'm on Instagram, on Facebook, and follow the Pro TV series.
We don't
The
need
Pro.TV series.
Nigga.
That's the new page. That's the new page.
All right. You remember? You get a pass.
Am I right, Ian? Yeah. That's the new page. So the Pro.TV series.
Bet. Sparks, put your shit out there, man.
Let them know.
Well, it's the real Emilio Sparks.
They know it.
Yeah, the real Emilio Sparks.
And this motherfucker better follow me back.
Yeah. What
We been
name you on
goofy,
it? What name you? I gotta find. Just hit me.
Yeah,
Just like,
I know.
be like, you cockroach. You know, don't you follow me on my page?
Shout out, we got the Pro Retire going on.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We got the hats, we got the shirts. It's a movement. The Pro is just not a TV series, it's a movement. And it's gonna be big for the city of Philadelphia, it's gonna be big for the tri-state, Delaware, Jersey, New York. Come on, man.
That's good.
Let's go. And I appreciate y'all brothers, man. Every time y'all should number one.
Look,
And we here. Anytime you need me,
make sure
we here.
I got you, brother.
That's it.
I'm put out there, part 3 on the way.
It is.
Part 3
It is.
Put out there now.
Shout out to Noel, shout out to Nina, like they doing their thing, like
definitely.
you know, pure stuff, man. You know, we can't do it without the team.
For sure.
Hey man, on behalf of the K Show, man, we really appreciate y'all giving us our time.
Sure, thanks, bro.
You know what I mean? And energy. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, the energy.
Listen, bro.
It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is the drops. I know we had the drops and everything. I know you had the back drops and all that.
That's the drop guy.
Yeah, we gotta get the drops and all that. I know how it go.
Yeah, ready for drop.
Salute.
Always ready for drop.
Salute.
Chuck Harris, the actor, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to our team.
It's gonna be big.
Uncle Beans,
Uncle Ving.
Cheat,
Yes.
ASR,
Talk to him.
I'm your producer, Rod Smooth, MGD on the camera.
Talk to him.
Catch y'all on the next episode, man. It's the K Show. Peace.